Hello, this is Michael Bridges, the project leader of Onyx. I'm here to give a quick monthly update, talk about what has been done this last month. To start off, Alejandro has been doing some amazing work with the model that he has been working on for the last about month or so. He has given something some extremely high quality, even with him working with I believe like two or three other projects currently. And the amount of detail and the amount of work he has put into this model is just astounding. Um, as you can see here, he's showing off the model's rigging using some of the default animations that are come with. I believe this is comes with Maya. If I skip ahead a little bit, I believe here. Oh wait, hold on. Let's go back. Yeah, there we go. He has individually rigged each of the fingers of the model instead of having the I'm assuming what is usually done to save time is just have all of them be on one bone that all squeeze down. But to keep moving on, the next thing that has been going on, if this will go forward, there we go. Uh, I have taken upon myself to completely rework the firearm script from the ground up. It was mostly decided mostly to do this to consolidate most of the logic onto one place. This is also for sake of efficiency and a couple other things to basically kind of do a quality life for implementing it. Something that has been done as well as the shot package, which is basically a supporting script to the firearm now. The shot package is going to effectively determine how the bullets act themselves, and if there's any special logic to the projectiles, it is handled in this script specifically. So here I'm shooting off into the air to show how the spread that has been added. Um, so, so talk about what's going on here in the shot package. We have our projectile count, which is how many projectiles are created per trigger pull, or per time it's fired. The maximum angle of spread, projectile speed, and then has bounce is there, but it's technically not implemented correctly. It was initially going to be something I still might still be able to implement it. I've just kind of sacked it for now for time. But has bounce is basically allows the projectile to bounce off of objects or surfaces. So instead of it, default behavior right now is it will just kind of bounce off or do whatever. I was going to alter the behavior to be if it hits the ground or anything, it will do the collision and then delete itself. If it has the bounce, it would be able to bounce up to a certain number of times and go from there. So here I'm demonstrating how the multiple projectiles work. Here is just two, and then I believe I go up to 10, and then I set the spread angle to something ridiculous as well, or just 8. I thought I said it's like 40 here. Mind you, this is also using a projectile that is very slow, just for demonstration purposes. So, what's next? First up, I'm going to be finalizing the firearm scripts. Currently, there are some issues going on with them. One of them is the spread itself. I'm sure if you were really paying attention at the specific projectiles, um, they're technically rotating correctly, but there's some weirdness going on where the projectiles themselves are actually rotating in space, like spinning, which is something that shouldn't really be happening. I'll have to look into that. There's a couple other things that doesn't need to be discussed here. Um, Player feedback, something that has been widely discussed and told to be implemented. I plan on implementing player feedback or a lot of player feedback elements using the feel asset by, I believe, More Mountain. If I keep forgetting the name, I believe it's More Mountain. Um, that is if I'm able to afford it, obviously. I might change it out for something that is free or a cheaper alternative because I'm mostly looking at, for this project, doing uh, rolling stutter or rolling shutter, sorry, muzzle flash, a vignette, and probably an effect on targets or enemies to signify that they have been hit. Outside of that, enemy model implementation, or effectively just taking what Alejandro has done, getting into the game and getting it as an enemy that is moving instead of static. And then lastly, prepare a preparation to sunset the project or to pass off the leadership. Um, it depends on who we have. As right now, I believe after next week, it is technically only 2 people on the project, or who is actively working on the project. And that's actually where we'll go into the last slide. So who is needed? I will probably need to have another programmer. I'm going to update my documentation tomorrow. Stetson graduates this month, to my understanding. I believe his graduation is not next week, the week after. And then Devin is also at full capacity on another project currently, or is, I believe, operating at almost full capacity at least. And I'm also going to be looking for a new potential Zagabot project leader. If I can find one, I will be passing the project off to be able to continue working on it going forward. If not, the project will probably be sunsetted within Zagabot and be shelved for use as portfolio and as a later project to continue working on. And that's all I have for you. Thank you for listening.